When you create something that's really sublime or has a real depth of beauty to it, you create at least a fraction of a second where someone stops thinking. And to me, that's the most important thing, to create moments of gaps between thinking, because we as human beings are so obsessed with speed, which is one of the reasons this is a fun topic. We're so obsessed with speed that we've forgot that there's a balance to be had. And with all of our technologies and acceleration, we tend to be way out of balance with being able to just sit here and do nothing. The photo booth has been, I think, a dream of a lot of different people for a long time. This is something that people should be able to play with. So independently, Spike and Pablo got in touch with us and say, we want to make a high-speed photo booth.
They had the technical expertise, supplying us generously with the loan of the camera, and then on our end for us to design the physical shell of the booth and getting the interface going. It was, again, just a really nice collaboration.
So the booth is this kind of spiral shape, so when you enter, there's a gentle entry to this very, very bright space. Because of the shutter speed, the lighting has to be really, really intense. So by having kind of soft curved spaces with this white scrim, the lighting would be kind of softened instead of this kind of harsh glow.
It's just like, you put your quarter in, you get 4 shots, except now you walk in and it's free, and you get 2 seconds of video shot, I think, 16 times slower than normal. So if I do one of these raspberries or something like that, you're going to see every single flap, and it's going to be quite embarrassing to all your friends in front of you and all that sort of thing, and that's why it's so fun.
So to have Leif Inge's Beethoven playing virtually all the time, and to have the photo booth that people could just use it and just stumble across it and have fun with it, was again to have something for the duration of the festival that people could really interact with and play with.
A lot of things surprise you when you're designing something and it actually comes to life. And the thing that always surprises is how people actually use it.
You go 1, 2, 3, like clap.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh!
As much as I was surprised that people were willing to smack each other around so much, the kind of physicality of body motion and body impact, I think we all kind of know what it looks like because we've seen these videos, but to see the thing actually happen real time and then see the video slow down and realize how smooth it was and how amazing it is to watch, face rippling and moving in such delicate ways. It's always really satisfying to know that people actually are interacting with it without any irony. They just come and they're really discovering something for themselves. And so while a high-speed photo booth seems like a simple, I'm sure some kids will like it, adults coming in with blown-up balloons to see what happens if they let them go and watch the balloon kind of explode out in slow motion, it's kind of a beautiful thing. And then, of course, being so close to the music school, people coming out with musical instruments from upright bass, watching the lowest strings just kind of vibrating almost impossibly slowly, to, cymbals crashing and watching them almost liquefy as the cymbal resonates its shape. It was surprising to find that the 1,000 frames per second shutter speed is just the right rate for certain really wonderful actions. seeing glitter sparkling off of really bright lights moving very, very slowly is kind of incredible. What's interesting, if you look at the way that we've constructed time, the making of clocks or sundials or something really contributed to our understanding of it as a measurable thing. You know, today is a day where for some reason it's almost already lunchtime and I don't know what happened to the day.
We all know that sometimes we'll be doing something mindlessly for 2 hours and then we'll be like, oh my god, 2 hours just went by. And sometimes when people get in a car accident, when people are in moments of emergency, the 3 seconds, they can describe it as if it took 20 minutes. There's one time researcher who had people jump off like a 100-foot drop and estimate the amount of time it took for them to hit the net below, and they were all overestimating. They all felt like 10 seconds or whatever, but it was like 1 second, obviously.
I used to live in LA and have gone through quite a few very large earthquakes. It seems much longer when you're experiencing it. Like if that massive part of the shaking that you're experiencing was 20 seconds, it just seems like minutes, and it's like it's never going to end.
You know, a simple experiment is to just take some point in your life, take 1 minute and try to sit there without thinking about anything. You'll fail if you're a human being that hasn't practiced it a lot. And so all these things of acceleration and technology always, to me, have to be balanced. So I'm trying to create these moments, whether it's with art pieces, with high-speed videos, with anything, to create a moment where someone is so in awe and in a feeling of mystery or sublimity that they go silent. And then they slowly realize, hopefully over time, that those moments are the really precious ones and they can be expanded and they don't have to be fractions of a second. You can actually live by default in that silence and then think when you need to think.